Many years ago, when Disney did that big Investor Day call thing where they announced about 20 different big projects, including Fantastic Four and, and my favorite, Shogun, which is now the best thing on TV. Oh my God, after last night's episode, I was like, ah. Anyway, we'll talk about Shogun another time. The thing that they announced regarding Star Wars, which is the one thing I have not been this excited about in the realm of Star Wars in a long time, was the Acolyte. Like, yeah, they're doing Obi-Wan, and maybe that could be good, and yeah, they're doing this and that, and maybe all that can be good, and I'm looking forward to it, whatever. But the Acolyte was something that really got my attention, especially when we found out that the showrunner and creator of Russian Dolls was going to be overseeing this. And it's like, okay, yeah, this could be awesome. And then yesterday, news dropped. They dropped this poster, and this poster, it's a great poster. Like an unlit lightsaber with a trail of blood dragging behind it. I'm like, yes, this is the type of imagery I wanted to see. And they said the trailer was going to drop today. So I wake up this morning, check, nothing there yet. It says, oh, it's going to drop at 8 o'clock. Okay, that's in like an hour. All right, that's fine. 8:01 hits. I jump on there. There's the trailer. I sit down, grab my drink, get myself comfy, hit play, and proceeded to be quite underwhelmed. Now, I say underwhelmed, not upset, not angry, not hated. Underwhelmed. See, because what I got was Star Wars' version of the Scooby-Doo gang. That was kind of my... Do you get that image, Jonathan, that you pulled up and showed me earlier? Like, basically, it looks like we got a bunch of young meddling kids who are going to crack the case of whatever the Acolyte is. And it's like, I don't want to see Scooby-Doo in Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Which one's Shaggy? Oh. Which one's... Who's the blonde douchebag?
It's probably this one in front.
Fred. Which one's Fred? I could tell which one Daphne is. It's like, I'm not... What? And, it looked fine. It looked fine. I got no complaints per se. It's just that I think going into it, and this is where our own preconceived ideas can hinder us, because it did this to me today, where I had this vision in my head, which you should never allow to affect your enjoyment of something, but I did today. It happened. I had this vision in my head that we were going to get something really dark and more of a mystery. Like, as you unravel the mystery of the Sith, like there was going to be some darker mystery that something evil is bubbling under. And instead of that, we got a bright, colorful Scooby-Doo commercial, which maybe it'll be a good Scooby-Doo show. I mean, maybe it'll be really good.
I imagine you kind of look like them after watching the trailer.
See the guy on the left? That was my face watching this trailer.
Yeah.
That was my face watching the trailer.
Oh, man.
Again, not bad. You just got to understand, this has been my most anticipated thing I've been most excited about. And
that's where you fail.
Yeah. I think that's true. Because that's what kind of bit me in the ass.
Last week you said, "Oh, I am so looking forward to Acolyte. It's my most anticipated," and I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, I'm setting myself up for disappointment, right?
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I set my excitement, my hype level too high.
And not even if it's disappointing, like if it just doesn't meet what your expectations are.
See, that's the thing. Again, I want to emphasize, it's not like I watched and said, well, that sucks and that sucks.
Yeah.
No. It just said it didn't move the needle for me. It didn't move the needle for me.
All right.
And whereas even in the garbage prequels, we had like a Darth Maul, this living nightmare creature that elicits instant fear when he appears on stage. Not every Star Wars character, every villain needs to look demonic. I'm not saying that, but like Darth Maul comes on screen and you're like, oh my God, this is something to reckon with. And instead we get this girl pop up who looks like she's from a 2023 trap group. I don't know. And I'm just like, I don't know. Is this supposed to be a bad guy? I can't tell.
I think
is she supposed to be a threat? Because in the one trailer we see her fighting 3 different people, and it seems like she's losing all 3 of those fights.
Yeah.
So I'm not really even quite sure if she's supposed to be intimidating or not.
I don't think we got the full story on her. I think she's an understudy, and I think she's
100%.
Searching for the,
See, that's what I was going to go into next, is that what we have come to learn, and I talk about this all the time, the first trailer isn't supposed to give us much. The first trailer is not supposed to give us much, right? Just a taste. And so I am going to reserve judgment until we see the second trailer. We were just talking about the Furiosa trailer, right? The first one really didn't give us a lot. It kind of made me think one thing, but now this new trailer comes out, gives us more meat, and we got a better idea about what the film's about now, and I'm actually way more excited now. And I'm going to sit here and believe, like, okay, the first trailer didn't really do it for me. That's fine. I'm going to wait for that second trailer. Get more context, get more of an idea of the direction of this show, and then we'll go from there. Because right now, I got to admit, it looks like generic Disney Plus Star Wars production. And I don't mean Andor. I mean Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I hope they don't lean too much on the volume stage. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Guys, it's a brand new year, and a lot of people are making New Year's resolutions, things they want to change about themselves. But I've always believed that it's also equally as important to identify the things we're doing well and building on those. And therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. I've always believed that nothing impacts our daily performance in our jobs, our hobbies, our relationships like our mental health. And I've also said for a long time that it's about time that we stop just putting emphasis on improving our physical health by getting out to the gym, but also by putting emphasis on improving our mental health as well. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you gotta do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So guys, celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/Campea today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea. So anyway, Chris, you saw the trailer. How did you feel about it?
I am not as upset about this as you guys are. Because it is
Why?
a first trailer.
Why aren't you?
It's a first trailer.
Yeah, Ray likes the trailer.
Yeah.
Ray liked it.
It's a first trailer.
Yeah.
Right? And now if they Madam Web us and this is all we see, I'm going to have my doubts.
Madam Web us.
If it's just, that was it. That's the only trailer you get. I'm going to go, oh, do you guys not like this then? Okay. I'm still interested in this mostly because of the red lightsaber. What is that?
Yeah.
Because I'm a person too. I know Star Wars is like your church.
And
right?
that red lightsaber was not that girl we saw.
No. And I'm later to the Star Wars lore. I watched the movies growing up, but I didn't get into the extended universe, the novels, or the comics or anything till way late in the game. And once you learn about how red lightsabers are formed, like what they do to the kyber crystals, that's some messed up stuff, man.
I know that.
Like,
by the way, I don't consider that the bleeding the crystal. I don't believe that's
you don't
canon.
believe it?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it's canon. I think it's nonsense.
Didn't that come from a comic book line?
Might have.
If that's what they do here, though, or if we learn some more stuff about like the actual shit you go through to become a Sith Lord, that's a really cool show and concept. And again, if we're talking about a prequel, this is set so far back, right? This is the
100 years before the
inception
prequels,
of
yeah.
the Sith. That's really cool storytelling that you can do. Will they deliver me that really cool storytelling? Jury's out. And it's leaning towards probably not, just because these shows have not delivered in a way that I've really wanted them to.
Yeah.
But I'm still holding out hope that this could be a really cool show that gives me an amazing origin story about what balance really is, and also could even shed a light on how the good of the Jedi, which is one of my favorite things they explore in the video games in particular, is not that good when it comes
flawed.
down to it. It's very flawed.
Yeah.
When you deal in absolutes, whether Jedi or Sith, right? There is no true good. There's no true evil. I'm excited for that exploration. I hope we get heady with this one.
What I hope we don't get is there's a mystery. We don't get to see the big bad a lot. And then at the end of Acolyte Season 1, we get the reveal. And we
There's
got
the
to wait for
murderer.
Acolyte Season 2.
They pull their mask off, and it's a real estate
I don't want to be
mogul.
dragged around for a season waiting for Season 2 to be good.
No, I'm with you on that one too.
See, I don't want to give up all hope because, I mean, in the midst of Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan, they had Andor, which is simply next level storytelling, best thing Star Wars has ever done since, Return of the Jedi. It's just, Star Wars for grown-ups and stuff like that. And not all Star Wars shows have to be that. I was just kind of hoping to get in something called The Acolyte, something a little bit more in that tune. Yeah. But again, first trailer only. It's still the showrunner from Russian Dolls.
Yeah.
And I'm going to I'm going to reserve judgment, and I didn't hate it. I just wasn't tremendously excited about it.
I'm just hoping that trailer 2 is more of a bloodbath. Like, that's what I'm expecting from the show, honestly.
Yeah, look, not all Star Wars has to be this, but in something called The Acolyte, in something where your poster is a blood-drenched lightsaber
Yep.
being dragged across the ground, I want some straight-up murder.
Yeah.
I want something horrible is happening here, something dark and sinister. And again, I'm not saying all Star Wars needs to be that. Not at all. But this does, and instead, it looked like a Saturday morning Scooby-Doo Star Wars show. And I hope the upcoming trailers will flesh it out a little bit more, let's just say flesh it out a bit more. So we'll see. We'll hold on to hope. Is it Darth Plagueis lurking behind the scenes? Who knows? We'll find out. Question is for you guys. What did you think about the trailer for The Acolyte? I read a lot of comments online from people who really, really liked it. Awesome. I hope I get turned around to that too. Maybe you're like me and you're like, it was a trailer for a Disney Plus Star Wars show. I don't know. However you felt about it, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.